Well, good morning. Joep is showering. We've just done some googling up on boulangeries to get a good one. The best one in France is apparently in Dijon, but nowhere near where we are. So we decided to not do that. We found another good one, supposedly. So we're gonna get our breakfast there. It's not a sunny day. The weather gods have been really good with us, and I'm just gonna enjoy my coffee while catching up on messages. Waiting for Joep to be done showering. Checkout is at 10, which is annoyingly early. But it is what it is. Also, we just found out exactly 3 years ago, Joep and I were in Luxembourg. That's definitely something we're going to do with the cameras again. That day we're just there for shits and giggles, and the next time we're there, we'll be there for Tour de Meuse. You ready, sir? You look ready.
Yeah.
We dropped the keys, there's no way back. Well, we know the code, but there will be no way back soon. Checkout was at 10, we checked out at 10:16. I think we did well.
Bloody early, people.
Bloody early people. I got wheels, Joep. You ain't got no wheels, Joep.
Okay,
I ain't got my pillow, Joep. Take two, now with pillow. I took my own pillow because they're usually more comfortable than with the car anyway, so may as well. But then of course I also need to take it home because I also like having it at home, even more so. Yeah.
The struggle of getting everything in the car when you're parked under a roof.
Yeah,
that's
this, so I just put
1.7 meters. What are you mumbling, Stan?
I said I can't open the boot because it will hit the roof.
What are you
so
doing?
I put the seat down and I'm now gonna wedge my suitcase in the back of the car like so. Okay. I'm gonna put the pillow also down. Pillow.
Your hat.
My hat.
Don't forget. The hat.
Don't forget your hat. Okay. Don't forget. Thank you. It's been an adventure.
Leaving Dijon behind, but not before a very fresh and nice coffee. Hopefully better than the one last time, yesterday.
You need it, don't you?
We need food.
I am coffee.
So we are going or to a Moroccan friend, or we are going to find a sandwich shop. Stan did some googling. We have the best boulanger of Dijon. Let's check out if he prepared some croissants for moi et toi.
There's absolutely no way of showing you how bright the light is. The sky is actually somehow less bright than the road. It's glorious, but it's also. You just said it was
painful.
It was too bright with the sunglasses, right?
I have to pinch my eyes even wearing sunglasses.
Squint is the word you're looking for, and I don't wear sunglasses. Ukrainian flags. There's a benefit or a concert, something fundraising. I say,
Good job, Dijon.
good job, Dijon. We landed at Café des Forges for a coffee before we go get our breakfast. And this is so far the best coffee we've had in Dijon, so recommend. And I have decaf and it's still great. Joep, how's yours?
Very nice, just what I needed. Actually, I needed this yesterday, even more, but hey.
You didn't sleep very well. I turned on a fan because I like that sound for sleeping, and apparently it
I don't like that sound for sleeping.
Well, it resonated into his room in a way that I couldn't hear, and he was kind enough to not wake me up. He should have, in hindsight. But yeah, I was a fan of the fan. He was not a fan of the fan. I'm sorry, you.
Only fans.
Breakfast time.
This is very nice. We say hi to the owl of Dijon, Stan.
And then walk the wrong way around again. Let's not. We
No.
somehow managed to not get into serious trouble with that one yet. What's the verdict?
My God. This is why I had to travel to France.
It's been 2 days since my birthday, but I still got a present. Have a look at this. Yep, that's how they wrap it. That's cute.
Best looking pair. Oh,
Yeah, the wasp agrees.
looking pair of chocolate I ever saw.
Enjoy. Yeah, it's a good one, I can hear. He's happy.
Since Stijn somehow forgot to not bring my cards, I'll just post them myself. Of course, we have the most ugly ones that were to be found. So, people of Holland,
I finally explained to the wasp where the food is. He's now eating my chicken.
Stijn made
This
a
is
pact
amazing, by the way.
with a wasp. Stijn, are you ready for our next adventure?
I am so ready.
How do you enjoying your pain au chocolat?
This is really good. This is the second best one I had in my life. It's so fresh, and there's loads of chocolate, and it's all buttery. Good stuff. Next. Right, are we going to be shocked or pleasantly surprised? 21 euros. I feel neutral about that. You?
Yeah, we expected twice 11 euros, so
That's about right. Well, the juice we need for the way back, probably we're going to need a bit more because we're going through Langres, but filling up, not too expensive, 170 per liter, and then it's on our way again.
leaving Dijon, but not without visiting the
Dijon.
outside of the city, and it's really pretty.
Yeah, this feels more Southern European than the city itself does. The kind of trees, the kind of houses, the kind of roads. It's gorgeous.
It's busier here than in the city center.
Somehow, that's, by the way, from all the big cities where I've driven, the nicest city to drive in. Dijon is perfectly arranged. It's a really, if you're a bit afraid of going somewhere by car, because you heard the horror stories about Paris, Dijon is one to comfortably go.
Oh, cute car! Folks, we made it!
It's a parking with a view. With you planning the routes, I don't really know what we're going to do here or what to expect from this town. What I can tell you is that it's extremely high up. Joep is actually looking up on the height map currently. How high? Can you tell us?
444 meter.
444 meters. That's a nice height.
But we have to climb some extra meters. But they invented something for that, and I hope it's still working. Let's find out.
Oh Lord, he be coming.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's escalate this quickly. And up we go.
Bienvenue à Langres.
Ville haute.
Now what?
I have no idea, but let's
enjoy the view.
We only just got here. That's a... What are you? Okay, that was a massive bee-like, black bee-like thing. Well, so far, I think Langres is pretty cool.
The views are really something here. This is the highest point in this region. Langres dates back to the Roman times. It's founded by Celts that had a very strong connection with Rome, and they Romanized really quickly. It was in the 2nd century already that they had the bishops here. The seat of the bishop was here for very long, I think till the 16th century. It's also on the border of what used to be Burgundy and what used to be France in that time. So that's why there is a lot of old city walls and old fortresses, because from here they had to protect everything they owned on that side. No water yet, so we have to check if Langres has something to offer that goes by the name La Meuse. It's very pretty. I don't know if the 1 hour tour that I planned is enough to cover the whole city. So it can be that the tour is going to be a bit longer than expected. A lot to see here on the way to, I don't know where actually we're going, but check out this. It's called La Tour de Bishop, dus Bishop's Tower. And it's not where the bishops used to live, because that would be a little
Cramped.
small. But back in the days, there was no police here, but people just had to protect themselves and their city. So all boys over 15 had to guard watch the city walls. And to protect themselves and warm up during the night, they built these little towers with a small fire inside, so that they could rest and warm themselves up and continue guarding.
Something I didn't expect to see here, a random tram. It's probably non-functional, but it definitely looks cool in the landscape. And apparently it went down the hill before, because the tram tracks are going down.
It's on a rail.
It is on a rail,
So
yeah.
it's on a cable, I think.
No, it has the sprocket, so it is on a... Yeah, it is sprocketed. I can't say I'm very stable, I'm just hanging on to this little ledge here, but look inside, it's so retro. I am hanging on. I would love this in my garden as a tea house. It would fill my entire garden, but still. This is no more than a viewpoint called Le Tour Piquant. Et très piquant it is. Also très pittoresque.
Can I enter, or is it too piquant?
Well, it smells of piss in here, to be honest.
Pissant.
Tour Pissant. This here behind me is the Porte de Langres. It used to be a Gallo-Roman arch. It was just there for being an arch, as they did. But then someone must have thought, well, we have that arch anyway, may as well turn it into a part of the city wall. So they constructed the city wall around it. So now there's a lovely arch there that annoyingly lets through a lot of traffic. So enjoy it while it's nice and pittoresque, even though you can't see it now because there's a Joop in front of it.
It dates back to the 1st century before Christ. That's how old it is.
That's almost as old as I am.
You look a bit like Jesus.
I do, don't I? Jesus with a cap. Hat! This is the St. Nicholas Fountain, also known as Santa Claus. I'm sorry children, but Santa Claus will not deliver your packages this year or any year after, because he is clearly decapitated. And I can understand why. It's his fountain, he probably drank a lot from it, and the sign there says that it's dangerous to drink this water, because apparently your head falls off. So to remind everyone to not drink this water, they left his decapitated body on this fountain. It's sad, but that is how life goes sometimes.
Santa Claus.
Cute. I think we're gonna crack 500 meters today, Joop.
Like an old Roman soldier, Stijn is attacking the city walls from the north side. Stijn, I think they just opened the gate for you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Maybe it's because of the Jesus look.
I think it's safe to say we're in a city center. We have honking cars and we have the city hall, which is mightily impressive and definitely a little darker on the video. I'm gonna brighten it up a little because the sun is shining very brightly behind it. We got the French flag, we got the European flag, and we got another French flag for good measure.
A very old fragment of an old chapel in the middle of a suburb. I just read the sign. This was the gateway of the chapel of the Ursuline convent that they were starting building in the early 1600s. It never has been finished, I think, because of the war that took place in the end of the 17th century. But it did have some use as barracks later, also in the 18th century. And in 1970 they tore everything behind this wall down because they needed to build new houses for the people here. But really impressive if you see the decorations. Just think about how it would look partially finished, but still in use. The Ursuline order were here to look after the children. They taught in the schools, but they also looked after the elderly. If I see the population nowadays, there are a lot of elderly people here, so I think they did a good job and weren't unemployed at all.
We were standing still for 1 minute and everything happened.
Everything happened. We were asked for cigarettes. We were invited at a painter's atelier to make photos for him and his paintings, and maybe buy a painting because they're very cheap. And then we were asked if we were Flemish, in Flemish, by a French guy that has a very nice boutique here.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
And I was looking for the road because there should be a road here, but there is none. But there is an entrance.
I mean, what is a road really? I guess this is a road.
Look at this. While Stijn is making love to a local cat and risking his life, standing on a very old wall, let's take a look at the beauty that we discovered. It's a building dates back to 1550 and it's still here in all its charm. I think there's a small museum inside because you could go ride and buy tickets and get a map. I'm more curious what Stijn is all about. Stijn?
I'm about cats, you know that.
Yeah.
I didn't fall. There's actually a big drop on the other side of that wall. But the photo is worth it. Have a look at this.
Thanks to the Komoot app, by the way, that is, you can see all the highlights in the city here, and I just pinpointed them and it made a route, and otherwise we would have never found the Renaissance building, and this is really cool too.
2 rare eggs. Joep just turned that corner and said, "Oh my god, be prepared." Oh my. That is way bigger than it's gonna look on your screen, unless you have a very big screen. A very big screen. This is Parc de Jean Mans, and that is the Cathedral of Saint-Mon, which is gorgeous and massive and really nicely fixed up, almost too pretty. Looks like it could be built yesterday. And you don't expect it in a town this relatively small, because this thing is humongous.
In honor of thy holy Stijn, I'll light a candle.
just
we'll be back.
we'll be back. You'll see why in half an hour.
When in Rome, Langres, France.
Cheerio.
How much I enjoy my Orangina. There are more important things here. It's not to be seen because of the umbrellas, but there's a statue over there of Diderot. You know that man?
I do know that the statue is not behind an umbrella, but behind a parasol. But I do know that he's a writer, and you probably know more about him because you just did some Googling, didn't you?
Yeah, he is the initiator and main writer of the encyclopedia.
Which encyclopedia? Any, like the first?
Like the first. And he's a very famous writer, poet, art historian. He actually worked for Tsar Katarina II of Russia. So he traveled the world. He's sitting on a pile of books, as far as I can see. But we'll make some good video while when this Orangina is finished.
And once we leave this umbrella parasol.
Ella, Ella. Hey, hey. While the local drunks are complimenting Stijn because of his pride socks, I actually walked up this way to tell you about this building. But this building is scaffolded because they're renovating it. They did that once before because it burned to the ground very long ago. It's a very important building because that's the old school of Mr. Diderot. It still is a school nowadays, but it's not a convent anymore that it used to be. But it's a public school for the children here in Langres. We did see some children, not that much, but yeah.
Loads of Dutch people though, for some reason.
Oh my God, yes. We are not the only ones today, but we are the only ones not being very Dutch, so that's a good thing. I don't know if the building on the side is also part of the school. I think it is because there says Euroschool on the wall. But it's a very impressive building, but the most impressive thing is the sculpturing above the arch of the entrance. And that's now not to be seen. So I think, Stijn, to have a good view, we have to go back.
Back where?
Back to the church. We may enter, follow me.
Mind your head. Yeah, we were warned. I need to go wide angle here. Okay, yay for wide angle. It's way more claustrophobic in real life, I can promise you that. We were warned that they are very undeep steps, and I have shoe size 46 in the EU, so my shoes don't really fit. So Joep is much faster than me, and he's telling me it's very dark up there. You're gonna join me there now? Yeah. Can't see a thing. But there is light. Okay. Oh, look. This is where the organ is. That's how high you have to go to get to the organ. This is closed, unfortunately. I was really curious about those doors. Anyway, I'm gonna focus on walking now. See you when we get there.
Halfway.
That's the exit. I sort of assumed. Hallway? Oh, but wait, there's more. I took some photos and Joep said we're almost there. So I guess that means we're almost there. I can hear people. We're not the only ones up here. Sounds busy. Light.
This is high. Oh,
Joep is currently being very brave because he has a massive fear of heights.
Stijn,
I don't envy you, Joep.
I hate this.
I don't. With your idea though.
It's beautiful.
It's a good idea.
Bonjour, Langres.
This is not coq au vin. This is coq au Joep avec le vertigo.
We're standing on the highest point possible in Langres, and there's no mast to be seen. How come, Stijn wonders? Now, I can tell you that. Do you remember that guy from yesterday? The Parc d'Arcy, where we were?
Oui.
You know what that guy did?
Waterworks. Tons of waterworks.
Waterworks. but to be more precise, he discovered the way that water goes into the ground and then how it moves afterwards. And that's exactly why we're here in Langres. Because if it rains in Langres, because of its plateau and its highest point, the rain goes down the mountain into the very porous ground, and then all of a sudden the rain hits a clay layer and it can't go anywhere. And that's when it wants to come out of the ground again. And that is exactly on that side, and that's where we're going, because that's where the official Source de la Meuse is. But there was no Source de la Meuse if it wouldn't rain in Langres. Actually, you can see the whole area here. The Seine starts from here with rain from Langres. From this point you can overview the whole region. I think somewhere around there is where we're going. That's where the Source de la Meuse is. But if you go to that side, next to the lake, the rain that falls here eventually becomes the Source de la Marne. And if you look at that side, that's where the Seine finds its origin. So this is a very important plateau. It's also called the Castle of Water for a reason. And it's not that there's a lot of water here. We saw that fountain of the decapitated holy boy. But that's why I wanted to go to Langres, because this is really important. The Plateau de Langres is this whole region. Langres itself, historic center, is where we are right now. But we still have a lot of trip ahead. And I think if we remember the Geul, then I think we are in for a surprise, but maybe not a pleasant one.
A disappointment.
What he said.
Joep is going back to safety.
Mega vet.
What's a bit mean about this thing is the height of the ceiling changes continuously. And I thought it was high enough everywhere. Turns out it is not. So I just hit my head again. That seems to be a theme on this trip. It always baffles me. You walk through all of these old streets and you see all of these beautiful things and there's no one. And then you get to the shopping district that is pretty much as any other city. And it's busy. I don't know what it is with people, but they really don't know
What to do with the money.
How to see the fine things in life, I guess. I mean, to each their own, I guess. Since we still have a bit of walking to do, I got a tabbouleh salad and a drink. And Joep is still figuring out what he's gonna do, but he also has a drink. So we'll have a little bit of a kick before we kick off the next part of our walk. Back at the city wall with our drinks. This is the road back to the car. But it's the other way around, so we get to see some new stuff. It's a race now. Oh no, he broke down halfway through. Guy in the red shirt winning this one. It's always the guy in the red shirt. Au revoir. Woohoo! Is it me or is it quicker going down?
I do have a video going up, so we can compare.
Yeah.
We're being followed.
Who's following? Oh, it's a race again. Tabbouleh. Bon appétit.
Bon appétit, monsieur.
It's good stuff. Got to love tabbouleh. très très petit village. And Joep was fighting the camera. It was accidentally in a menu. So that means we are now leaving Raconnière and you still haven't seen a thing. But I promise we tried. Bye bye Raconnière. And then we were in Saluture. I couldn't quite read it. Oh, well, this time you started filming right away, but it wasn't his fault. It's literally how small Saussure, that's what it is. That was the whole village. You just saw the whole village.
And all in a sudden, Stijn hits the brakes.
I violently turned around.
Stijn, what are you doing?
The birds have left.
Stijn saw the most beautiful picture ever.
Yeah, and now the birds have
Now
left.
the birds have left.
That was the mill, that was the birds.
I think they have to practice for the new album.
The birds. To everything.
There's a cow watching us. La Meuse en vélo.
Vélo, but we will not go by vélo, we'll go by forte fusion et en pied. Au pied, au pied. Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas.
What do you say?
En français. Puis en Bassagny.
Oh,
Le
Stijn.
Châtelet de Meuse. Also, source de la Meuse. La source. It's everywhere. I think we're near you. According to the navigation, 500.
It's called La Rue de la Source.
And we're already exiting the village again, as we do.
Oh, that was the smallest village.
I think that was
So
the
far.
previous one. Okay. 450.
Oh man, it must be within 1 minute and there's nothing to be seen here.
You can literally park your car in the Source de la Meuse, can't you?
I don't know, I've never been there.
Fair enough. 200 meters. 100 meters.
Where is it?
I don't know. Supposedly
There's a parking lot though.
where the parking lot is, yeah.
Looks a bit like the Efteling, but then without any attractions.
Let's see if we can find an attraction. Or am I the attraction?
Stijn,
Looks like a deception to me.
there's nothing here.
Well, it's better than the source of the river Geul, which had a
But it had
pipe
a
sticking out of a...
but it had a source.
Oh, there must be a source here somewhere. This is where it was discovered.
Oh, there's a sign.
He's from Liège, the guy who discovered it.
What?
Yep, he had an obsession to go up the Meuse right to its source. I like this guy, but he didn't.
Hey, it's our ancestor
He did it in
Ttartisan
67.
crew.
He left from Givet.
Nah, yeah.
There you
He
go.
did what we didn't do.
No, that's true.
Actually, we did. We
Yeah, he
drove
found
through
that there was
Givet.
too many sources and it didn't help.
It's him,
That guy.
the old champ. Stijn, now what?
We find the source.
Okay.
I feel a bit mildly moist. It's wet there though.
What? What? Are you the second guy that came all the way from Givet?
Pretty sure I'm not the second guy.
Oh, people, behold. What's this?
think-
It's even smaller.
I think that is the source of the Meuse. The good news is, it really is better than the source of the Geul.
It is. They made a something out of it.
Yep.
Can we get there?
The bad news is, this is probably the most unimpressive bit of Meuse that we've ever seen.
But look at it.
It
This
immediately
is the
starts
Meuse.
doing its thing.
Whoa. Imagine seeing the Meuse in Maastricht and then coming here.
Okay, you're safe, right. Now, am I safe? That is the question. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh,
Behold, dear people.
it says stream without borders. And there you have the Plateau de Langres. And all the way on the top is Rotterdam. And we've done a good chunk of that because where is Givet? It doesn't show Givet. There's Givet. So we've done all of that from Mook to Givet, and then we went up to Rotterdam and down to Langres. I think we did that quite well. We did a big chunk of the river. I feel like my left foot is slipping and I'm going to end up in the Meuse.
The freshest part of the Meuse ever.
Fair enough.
It's actually not as underwhelming as I thought it would be because I saw pictures and it was only a hole in the ground where water came up. So I did prepare something that has also something to do with the Maas. And I see a picnic bench over there. I think that's the best spot for the next shot. The good thing is, and I discovered this very recently, but Sander designed something for this occasion.
Wow, what did he design for this occasion?
I did bring some Maastricht jewelry to go with it. The half of this is also your birthday present.
Aha, as in one glass.
Dun, 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 dun. All the way from Maastricht and Venlo, because there are two breweries in Limburg that are both connected to the River Maas, and to celebrate that same river, they made the Maasbaas. So let's celebrate that we are here, finally, after all these years.
Yeah.
One.
After all this year. Oh! It's challenging. It's very challenging.
La source de la Meuse. Stijn?
Oh, too soon. Joep, I think we may have been drinking beer for too long. I don't think we're gonna keep our asses dry.
But we still have 2 stops more to make.
Two more? What?
Stijn,
Yep.
can you explain what just happened?
Well, we actually tried to get to the first part of the Maas where it actually starts looking like a proper stream, but it's so overgrown right now because of
That's
it
not
being
to be
summer that you can't see anything. So now we're going to the first actual bridge over the River Maas.
And you know what happens if we
Follow the Maas.
following the Maas?
Well, it's raining,
starting
baby.
to rain.
It's actually not even a joke. Since we've been following the Geul, it hasn't rained.
Oh, that's true. It's only Maas related.
Yep.
So people, if you think about following our footsteps, oh, it's actually very pretty.
Yeah, I was
here.
just thinking, this is a really cute town.
Church. So if you try to do what we do, be so kind and do, but bring a raincoat.
Yep,
Because this is the summer when following the Maas.
I hope you can hear me.
Stijn,
Yeah,
we're following the Maas again.
Yeah.
And see what the fuck happened.
the first bridge over the River Maas.
Oh, look at it.
It's tiny, but here it is.
And it's raining.
That is the River Maas, people. There's no way around it. And this is a cute little bridge over the River Maas.
Selfie time.
I had to cross it, right? It's gorgeous here, by the way. It's really pretty.
I was going away when I heard her say that a rover's never home. But the words rang out into silence now as the breeze in the ocean roams. No, I won't go back to a life laid down with the tired and the stiffened bones. No pretty face in a lovely place ever kept me at her home. Never tire of the road, never open up your heart to feel, never settle down your soul for the girl. There's no one out here a-holding me, and the darkness leads me onward, and it keeps me ever cold. And the lonesome voice that I heard in my head said, never tire of the road.
Lovely weather, Joep.
Nom 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 nom.
I'm so happy I'm not in a tent on a campsite. Where are we?
I just figured out that we are in Luxembourg.
Yeah, that's an extra country. We're actually driving back to Luxembourg. So we now did the Netherlands, Belgium, France, Luxembourg. Not bad for a random Saturday. Okay, he's figuring out his stuff. He seems, Grandpa doesn't really know how to do. Earlier today, Joep said we should not get something unhealthy like fries because that will ruin our streak for today. Because we've been eating quite healthy today. So you didn't get fries. I am ready for the last leg. 200-ish kilometers to go. This is all old Shell logos through the years. 200-ish kilometers to go, and then Joep is home, and then I still have half an hour to do. And then I'll even be home, so it's gonna be a late one. It's still raining. Feels like any other Tour de Meuse, except it really wasn't.
You can say a lot of things, but not that it was like any other tournament.
No.
It's just weather.
I'll tip my hand to the men like that who can wait in the could have been. But the road is long and it drags me on to a place I've never seen. Never tire of the road.
Stijn, look at this. It's hardly to be seen, but we're driving through Liège on the banks of the Meuse River.
Yep, we're being sent through the center.
It's a bit different Meuse than we saw the last time.
It's about a year ago that we were here for Tour de Meuse, and
look at it.
yeah, the Meuse is right there, even though you can't see it. Trust me.
It's next to Stijn.
It's next to me, and this is where the Meuse is very wide. Actually, it's so different from what we've seen before. But it's good to be reunited, and we'll be home in 29 minutes, 28
we love
minutes.
Kurtjes.
I would love a Curtius. Yeah, we can get them at Piekepoppert. We should do that on Monday. Deal?
Let me think about it.
It's a deal with me.
Never tire of the road.
Mustang is anything to coffee.
Are you in France today? Are that the Tour of Meuse thing?
Tour de Meuse!
What?
Day 2. There were 4. Well, ik moet anders beginnen. Try to be a king themselves, and that is not that didn't happen in a very.
Oh, that works.
Je doet wel helemaal nu. That's even bigger than the mustard thing here. Oh nee, daar moet ik daar nog wat over zeggen trouwens. Welcome. A lot of government
Organs.
You can see the magnificent
Magnificent bubble. Loopt. Jij hebt de microfoon.
Okay. The good thing is Limburg.
Oh, lekker.
Zuid-Limburg. Oh, lekker.